Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabrielle Noel of Faith Life Travels. It's been a while, right? Anyways, today I want to share with you a little bit about why I am Catholic. Now, this is a question that comes up almost all the time as you are trying to practice your Catholic faith here in Trinidad. There are always people who basically think that the church is wrong and that you shouldn't be Catholic. But I continue to be Catholic. I choose to continue to be Catholic. And I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why. All right, so let's just get into it. Now, the first reason why I am Catholic is because, really simply, I was born into a Catholic family. All right, from as young as I could remember, even to this day, my family and I have been going to the Catholic Church, right? And for that reason, I am Catholic. The second reason why I am Catholic is because Jesus founded this church. Yes, he did. Jesus himself founded this church. When you look into scripture, there was a moment where Jesus was with the apostles and he asked them, who do people say I am? And from among the apostles, some of them said John the Baptist, some of them said Elijah, but Peter stood up and he said, you are the Son of the living God, right? And then Jesus's response to that was, you are Peter, right? He changed his name from Simon, because his name was previously Simon, to Peter in this moment. Peter means rock. When you go back to not just the Greek, but to the Aramaic, which is the language Jesus would have spoken, the word for Peter actually means rock, right? So he said to him, you are Peter, you are rock, and upon this rock I will build my church. Now, something that a lot of people may not be aware of is the fact that you can actually trace all the popes from this current one straight back down to Peter through a line of ordination. The Catholic Church is the only one that can claim to do that. And it is actually recorded. I can leave a link for the website, one of the websites where this line is recorded, for you to go and check it out. So there is an unbroken line in the Catholic Church from Peter straight down to Pope Francis, who we have today. The third reason why I'm Catholic is because of Mary and the saints. Now, for a lot of other Christians, this is a controversial topic. They say things like we worship Mary and the saints, and that's not true. We honor them, right? There's a difference. But the way I see Mary and the saints is that these are people who are an extra grace given to the Catholic Church to help us on our journey to God. When you read about the lives of the saints, like some of their lives are like unbelievably inspiring. There are many saints who are little children who actually chose death rather than to give up their Catholic faith. Inspiring. There are Catholic priest saints who chose to go to different countries of the world where there was great hostility against the Catholic faith. Inspiring. There was this woman who, like God said to her, hey, I want you to have my baby and this baby is going to save the world. And she just said, yes, be it done unto me according to thy word. And that is inspiring. Usually, like just hearing those first things about their stories make me want to learn more about them. And hearing about their lives actually inspire me to get my act together. You understand? So that's another reason why I am Catholic. The fourth reason why I'm Catholic is actually because of confession. This is another controversial topic for people who are not Catholic, but are also Christian. I actually love the sacrament of confession Because if you go to a really good confessor, to a really good priest for your confession, he's actually going to give you advice that is going to help you in your fight against like struggling with different sins, right? So I also see confession as an extra grace given to the Catholic Church for our faith walk. Now, the fifth and final and perhaps most important reason why I'm Catholic is because of the Eucharist. The Eucharist is the bread and wine after it has been consecrated, which at that point becomes the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ Himself. A lot of people try to debunk this, but when you look into Eucharistic miracles that have been happening over the centuries within the Catholic Church, it's like you cannot doubt that that is the body, blood, soul, and divinity of Jesus Christ Himself. What usually happens in Eucharistic miracles is either one, as the priest is blessing, consecrating the host, it will start to bleed human blood. The other thing that might usually happen is that the host itself might turn into flesh, like real flesh. And it gets even more interesting than that. Usually when they do scientific research on these things that would have turned into pieces of flesh, they find that the tissue is actually tissue from the heart. The tissue of the flesh is actually tissue from the heart, and it usually shows signs of physical distress. A human heart with signs of physical distress. Now, this is really interesting because the liturgy of the Eucharist, that is the part of the Mass where the bread and wine is changed into the body and blood of Christ, is actually a representation of Christ's death and resurrection, right? So just the fact, like, when you go through the story of the crucifixion, of course, Jesus's entire body was under great distress. And here we have heart tissue that is showing signs of great physical distress. I mean, come on. like anytime I start to doubt my faith, sometimes I would just go back or even hear stories about apparitions of Mary or something, and it's like, you cannot refute that the Catholic Church is real and what it teaches is real. So these are just a few reasons why I love my faith and why I'm still Catholic today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you're here for the first time, welcome, right? And I would invite you to subscribe, like this video, and comment and tell me, why are you Catholic, or why are you considering being Catholic? All right, enjoy the rest of your day.